Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another Alexandra Mayer's live, page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. Sorry that I missed today. Sorry that I missed today. I needed to take some personal time to me. And I learned that some of these legal hemp gummies are just as effective as cannabis. Definitely won't be indulging in that in for quite some time, if ever again. But you got to experiment on occasion. So just give me a moment. I believe that we're on Leviticus 7, but I'm not totally sure where we left off, so I'm going to check. But I hope all of you out there are having a good week so far. I definitely am. Feeling good right now. Feeling real good. Let's see. Yep, we're up to Leviticus 7. So let's go ahead and get started. The law of the guilt offering. Likewise, this is the law of the guilt offering. It is most holy. In the place where they kill the burnt offering, they shall kill the guilt offering, and its blood shall he sprinkle on the sides of the altar. He shall offer all the fatty tail, and the fat that covers the entrails, and the two kidneys, and the fat that is on them, which is on the loins, and the appendage that is above the liver, along with the kidneys. He shall take away. And the priest shall burn them on the altar for a food offering made by fire to the Lord. It is a guilt offering. Every male among the priests shall eat from it. It shall be eaten in a holy place. It is most holy. Did I already read this one? No, I don't think I did. If I did, I do apologize for repeating. As the sin offering, so is the guilt offering. There is one law for them. The priest who makes atonement shall have it. The priest who offers anyone's burnt offering shall have for himself the skin of the burnt offering that he has offered. Every grain offering that is baked in the oven, and all that is prepared in a pan or griddle shall be for the priest who offers it. And every grain offering, whether mixed with oil or dry, shall be equally shared among all the sons of Aaron. The law of peace offerings. This is the law of the sacrifice of peace offerings that a person shall offer to the Lord. If he gives it as a thanksgiving offering, then he shall offer with the thanksgiving sacrifice unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers smeared with oil, and cakes of wheat flour mixed with olive oil. Besides the cakes, he shall offer for his offering leavened bread with the sacrifice of his thanksgiving peace offerings. From this he shall offer one loaf from each offering as a gift to the Lord. It shall be for the priest who sprinkles the blood of the peace offering. The flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offerings for thanksgiving shall be eaten the same day that it is offered. He shall not leave any of it until the morning. But if the sacrifice of his offering is a vow or a voluntary offering, it shall be eaten the same day that he offers his sacrifice. And on the next day also, the remainder of it can be eaten. But the remainder of the flesh of the sacrifice on the third day shall be burnt up with fire. If any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offerings is eaten at all on the third day, the one eating shall not be accepted, nor shall it be imputed to him who offers it. It shall be contaminated, and the one who eats of it shall bear his iniquity. Ooh, okay, so don't eat it on that day. The flesh that touches any unclean thing shall not be eaten. It shall be burnt up with fire. And as for the other flesh, all who are ritually clean can eat of it. But the person who eats of the flesh of the sacrifice of peace offerings that belong to the Lord, and who has any uncleanliness on him, that individual shall be cut off from his people. Moreover, the person who shall touch any unclean thing, whether the uncleanliness of man or any unclean beast, or any detestable unclean creature, and then eats of the flesh of the sacrifice of the peace offerings that belongs to the Lord, that individual shall be cut off from his people. Okay, so you definitely don't want to eat something of that peace offering if you're not going to dedicate yourself to that peace offering and not touch anything or do anything unclean for a few days. So just give me a moment. I got to get my dinner out of the oven. There. Okay. All right, we're going to go and finish up that chapter now. I just had to make sure my dinner didn't burn. Okay. Eating fat and blood forbidden. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, You shall not eat any fat of an ox, a sheep, or a goat, the fat of an animal that dies of itself, and the fat of that which is torn by beast may be used in any other way, but you shall certainly not eat of it. For whoever eats the fat of an animal that is a food offering made by fire to the Lord, that individual shall be cut off from his people. Moreover, you shall not eat any manner of blood, which is from a fowl or animal, in any of your dwellings. Whoever eats any manner of blood, that individual shall be cut off from his people. Okay, so you're not supposed to eat the blood like that. Okay, good to know. The priest's share. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, He who offers the sacrifice of his peace offerings to the Lord shall bring his sacrifice to the Lord from his peace offerings. His own hands shall bring the food offerings of the Lord made by fire, the fat with the breast, that the breast may be waved for a wave offering before the Lord. The priest shall burn the fat on the altar, but the breast shall be for Aaron and his sons. The right thigh you shall give to the priest for a contribution offering for the sacrifice of your peace offerings. The one among the sons of Aaron who offers the blood of the peace offerings and the fat will have the right thigh for his portion. For the beast that is waved and the thigh that is contributed, I have taken from the children of Israel from the sacrifices of their peace offerings, and have given them to Aaron the priest and to his sons as a perpetual portion from the children of Israel. This is the consecrated portion for Aaron and his sons, from the food offerings of the Lord made by fire, in the day when Moses presented them to minister as priests before the Lord, which the Lord commanded that they be given this, on the day that he anointed them from the children of Israel as a perpetual portion throughout their generations. This is the law of the burnt offering, of the grain offering, and of the sin offering, and of the guilt offering, and of the ordinations, and of the sacrifice of the peace offerings, which the Lord commanded Moses on Mount Sinai, in the day that he commanded the children of Israel to offer their offerings to the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. All right, well, that's the end of Leviticus 7. A lot of it does seem kind of repetitive, which is why I thought I'd already read it. But tomorrow we'll go into Leviticus 8, the consecration of Aaron and his sons. And I guess we'll just keep going. We are pretty into Leviticus at this point. So thank you for listening. I appreciate all of you who cared to listen today. And I will be back tomorrow. Good night.